Dear students, a topic of today's lecture of discipline Standardization of Medicines is use of chromatography and electrochemical methods for identification, purity research, and quantitative determination as standardization of medicines. Speaker, Doctor of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Professor Wilczynska Elena. Content: chromatography in separation, identification, purity research, and quantitative determination as standardization of medicines. Electrochemical methods in identification, purity research, and quantitative determination as standardization of medicines. Practically directed educational objectives of the lecture is to study chromatography and electrochemical methods in the development of quality standards of medicines, which are used in the practical pharmacy for separation, identification, purity research, and quantitative determination of medicines. Test. What of the following is a chromatographic method? The correct answer is C, gas chromatography. Chromatography is a laboratory technique for the separation of a mixture. The mixture is dissolved in a fluid. Gas, solvent, water is a mobile phase. Absorbents that carry charged substances through the system. A column, a capillary tube, on which this material is fixed, is a stationary phase. Chromatography was first devised in Russia by the scientist Mikhail Tsvet. A chromatogram is the visual output of the chromatograph. Different peaks or patches on the chromatogram correspond to different components of the separated mixture. Column chromatography. Column chromatography is a separating technique in which the stationary phase is within a tube. Planar chromatography is a liquid chromatography. The stationary phase is arranged in the form of a planar. The mobile phase moves by capillary action. A cellulose filter paper acts as a stationary phase. Is a paper chromatography. A layer of silica gel or aze is a stationary phase. Is thin layer chromatography. Analyte is a substance to be separated during chromatography. The specific retention factor of each chemicals can be used to aid in the identification of an unknown substance. Eluent is a solvent or solvent mixture used in elution chromatography and is synonymous with mobile phase. Eluate is a mixture of solute and solvent existing in the column. Gas chromatography or gas liquid chromatography is a separation technique in which the mobile phase is a gas. Gas chromatographic separation is always carried out in a column, which is typically packed or capillary. Liquid chromatography is a separating technique in which the mobile phase is a liquid. Highest performance liquid chromatography is liquid chromatography that generally utilizes the very small packing particles and a relatively high pressure. You can see scheme of highest performance liquid chromatograph. You can see chromatograph. Chromatography, thin layer gas liquid. You can see numbers of articles of the state pharmacopy of Ukraine. These methods are for separation, identification, purity research, quantitative determination of medicines. For example, thin layer chromatography, state pharmacopoeia of Ukraine, menthol racemic identification, test solution, methanol, plate, silica gel, mobile phase, ethyl acetate and toluene, detection, spray with a solution of anistic aldehyde. Thin layer chromatography, British pharmacopoeia or European pharmacopoeia, ampicillin identification. You can see test solution, sodium hydrogen carbonate, mobile phase, acetone, ammonium acetate, glacial acetic acid, detection, iodine vapor. Thin layer chromatography, British pharmacopoeia, European pharmacopoeia, isoxaprine hydrochloride, identification, test solution, methanol, plate, silica gel, mobile phase, concentrated ammonia, methanol, methylene chloride, detection, spray with a solution of potassium permanganate. Gas chromatography, amylmetrazole, related substances, British pharmacopoeia, European pharmacopoeia, test solution 2-propanol, column, material, fusel silica, stationary phase, macrogol, carrier gas, helium, detection, flame ionization. Gas chromatography, British pharmacopoeia, European pharmacopoeia, benzyl alcohol, related substances. You can see test solution, column, carrier gas, and detection. Liquid chromatography, acetyl salicylic acid, related substances, British pharmacopoeia, European pharmacopoeia. Determination of related substances, 4-hydroxybenzoic acid, 2-hydroxybenzoic acid, acetyl salicylic acid, acetyl salicylic anhydride. Test solution, acetonitrile for chromatography, column, octadecyl silica gel, mobile phase, phosphoric acid, acetonitrile for chromatography, water, detection, spectrophotometer at 237 nanometers. Liquid chromatography, acenolol. You can see test solution, column, mobile phase, detection. Liquid chromatography, ascorbic acid, determination of related substances, British Pharmacopoeia, European Pharmacopoeia, test solution, mobile phase, calm, aminopropyl silicate gel for chromatography, mobile phase, phosphate buffer solution, acetonitrile, detection, spectrophotometer at 2 and 10 nanometers. Electrochemical methods, potentiometry, catectometry, coulometry, amperometry, and direct methods, indirect methods, inversion methods. Classification of electrochemical methods. Methods based on the cause of electrode reaction. Methods not related to electric current, for example, conductometry. Methods in the absence of electric current, for example, potentiometry. Methods in the presence of electric current, for example, coulometry. You can see electrochemical methods and measured signals. For example, potentiometry measured signal is potential. Coulometry measured signal is amount of electricity. Electrochemical methods. State Pharmacopoeia of Ukraine. You can see numbers of articles of Pharmacopoeia. Amperometry and potentiometry. These methods are for identification, purity research, quantitative determination of medicines. Amperometry is a method of detection of ions in a solution based on electric current or changes in electric current, and determining the concentration of a substance in a sample by measuring electric current at a fixed operating capacity in the stored solutions. You can see different amperometers. Amperometry, Ukrainian Pharmacopoeia. In nitrometry, it's the determination of water by the semi-micro method or Fisher's method in iodometry. For example, determination of water by the semi-micro method or Fisher's method. You can see method A and composition of Fisher's reagent, iodine, sulfur dioxide, pyridine, and methanol. Potentiometry is measures the potential of a solution between two electrodes, affecting the solution very little in the process. One electrode is the reference electrode. Second electrode is an indicator electrode. Potentiometric titration is a technique similar to direct titration of a redox reaction. You can see types of analytic reactions, indicator electrodes, reference electrodes, and use. For example, acid-base reactions. Indicator electrode is glass. Reference electrodes are silver chlorides and calomel, used for titration of acids, alkalis, and salts. you can see different potentiometers. State Pharmacopoeia of Ukraine. Quantitative determination of methionine. Acidometry and potentiometric fixation of the titration endpoint. Test. What of the following is the electrochemical method? The correct answer is C. Potentiometry. The questions which are considered today are methods of chromatography and electrochemical methods in separation, identification, purity research, and quantitative determination of medications, which are used in medical practice and pharmacy for quality control of medications. Recommended reading for your attention. Thank you for your attention.